This is the coolest writing ever. So if you haven't heard the song, go listen to the song. It's just also really dark, so warning. Wendell Walker was a friend of mine. We'd stain our teeth in the summertime, and with lips of purple the winter would roll past the boarded windows into our souls and our shaky, weary bones. Now this past winter was the coldest in years. It's hard to explain if you've never lived here, but it locks your doors and it starts your mind thinking in circles just to pass the time, and it breaks your weary heart. Now Wendell Walker was a man of God, but he didn't care much for his sober mind. When the cold mixed in, he was turned around, heard the voice of God and the angel's sound, and a message just for him. My son, my son, she is the devil's child. Will you save her while you can? Cut down the other man. Now Wendell Walker was a friend of mine, but he married too young in the summertime. Their hearts weren't right, so they fell apart, and I found myself with a joyful heart as our secret lives began. We found our moments in between the hours, when Wendell Walker drove his car to town. But one day he found the letter that I wrote for her on the top of her dresser, and in his winter mind he heard the voice of God say, my son, my son, she is the devil's child. Won't you save her while you can? Cut down the other man. With the voice of the Lord ringing in his ears, and the note to his wife that confirmed his fears. He sat down on the edge of the bed, read the letter again to have seen who had sent it, but it was signed forever yours. He stood up slow like he'd just been hit, walked into the kitchen where his wife was sitting. He said, my mother called on the telephone. She said she needs some help, so I'll be back in the morning. And he grabbed his heavy coat. My phone rang while I was watching the news. She said the house was ours to cure these winter blues. So I made my way and we turned the blinds, and Wendell walked in just in time to see our secret die and say, my son, my son, I'm gonna have to cut you down. He pointed his rifle to my eyes, but his hesitating hands were shaking from the cold as I pushed his gun away, just as he found his strength, and the bullet kissed her lips, and I cried, my God, what have I done? And he reloaded his gun, and he put it in his mouth, and I stood inside the room that I created. I'm smiling because it's just so wild. Also, Andy Shauf does this thing with his voice, and I think it's funny whenever I do it because it's just so Andy Shauf. I didn't do this song quite the justice it deserves, but I just wanted to do something in honor of the song because it's so incredibly written, like just so intense. And then when you listen to the production of it, it's just like feels like you're in that room. It's just so heavy and intense, and just so cool. I'm a big nerd for lyrics, and Andy Shauf is just one of the greatest writers, including orchestration. Whoever's doing that with him is incredible, like Foxygen and Andy Shauf. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed that and it wasn't like super heavy, and thanks for being here.